Hey guys, welcome back to the next podcast. We're gonna be talking about a few life things and a few Minecraft things. Um, so sit back and enjoy. So Nils, like we were talking about, let's uh,
Yeah.
let's talk about the last time you played Minecraft, like official vanilla Minecraft.
Official vanilla.
So neither of us really like vanilla Minecraft, just because it's boring and it gets boring really fast, and people always talk about, oh well, Minecraft is boring. It's because they've always played the vanilla version, which is just the same thing over and over. So, Nils, what was the last version of Minecraft you played?
Well, I want to say the mod version is the same thing over and over, but there's more levels to the things you're doing. It's
That's
like
true.
a
But
multi.
there's a lot more to do, and there's a lot more things that, like,
Yeah.
even in the mod pack that we're currently playing. Where, oh, by the way, I forgot to say, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by the 1.710 mod pack and Squid Miners.
Hold on, we're not sponsored by the mod pack. We're
No, we're
sponsored by.
sponsored by Squid Miners.
Yeah, the way you said it.
Sorry, we're sponsored by Squid Miners. But yes, the mod pack that we're currently playing has so many things in it that even we haven't touched some of the things that are in this mod pack.
We haven't even touched those things yet with our fingers.
That's exactly what I said, but yes. So what was the last vanilla version of Minecraft you played?
Oh man, honestly, my computer can't handle for some reason. It can handle all these incredibly diverse modded versions. It can handle galactic crabs. It can handle big reactors. It can handle magical crabs. It can handle shooting lightning and bomb craft. It can handle massive fires. It can handle
You can
um.
handle mods. You can handle
It
all
can
these
handle
mods.
it can handle lasers. It can handle all these crazy mods, but it cannot handle anything after version 1.8.
So, it's safe to assume the last version you played was Minecraft 1.8.
That's right.
So, the last version I played was Minecraft 1.12, which is pretty up to date. It's currently on Minecraft 1.13. Um, but that's only because I can run it, and I just like to stay up to date with the current going ons and stuff with Minecraft. Also, I like to explore the exploits of the new versions to see what I can gather from them. So, Nils, in the new versions of Minecraft, there's
Yes.
turtles. That's right, turtles, and they lay eggs that can hatch small turtles, baby turtles.
I played a mod with turtles in it 5 years ago.
Yes, well, there's turtles now in the actual game. Um, there's phantoms which like fly over you, and they swoop down
What?
upon you and attack you. There's a bunch of new blocks, like terracotta blocks, that look pretty cool and they have cool designs on them.
Terracotta blocks.
So there's a bunch of new items. There's a bunch of new ways of things. There's this special new beacon that I don't know much about it, but it's like a new kind of beacon that does something, but it's done with prismarine blocks and glass blocks and some or air blocks. So I just saw someone building the class, but it's a there's a whole new beacon system. There's a whole new, it's like a whole new game, pretty much. And this last update, like 1.13, was like the sea update, the aquatic update. There's like there's seaweed, there's fish, like like actual fish swimming around. There's like it's a whole new thing. And the version that we played mainly is 1.710, which is, in my opinion, one of the best versions. Like, my favorite versions ever in Minecraft was 1.8 beta and 1.710 official. those were really solid versions of the game. And those, what would you say is your favorite version of Minecraft?
I mean, vanilla or
Just overall, like your favorite version of the game. Yeah, I guess vanilla.
if I'm just playing vanilla, you know I'm gonna play the newest one. If I could play it. If I could, I would play the newest one. I mean, of course, I prefer our modded version because it's just full of so much more. But yeah, I would play the newest one. I'm sure it's great, and I mean, it's not like they got rid of stuff.
No, they got rid of. I don't think they got rid of anything.
Yeah, I mean, they
They may
only
have
made
fixed a few things that were broken. Otherwise,
yeah, they only made the game better.
the staff over at Mojang does a great job. We're definitely not saying that they don't. It's just there's some of the versions currently like they're just not playable to some people, so we can't experience everything. But honestly, the new versions of Minecraft still are lackluster. There's the mods that come out for mod packs and all that, and game. Honestly, the mods are much better than the game itself, like a vanilla game.
Yeah, and a big part of that is that Mojang tries to make things that are enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah,
Like they're not going to include a mod, or they're not going to update the game so you can process the ore with hydrochloric acid because not everyone wants to do that.
exactly. Some people find it too difficult or too much.
Yeah, I get that. But me personally, I really want to do that. So that's why I prefer the complexity of mods. Actually, will you stop doing that?
Oh,
Yeah, because then I can use the builder's wand.
oh,
It'll go a little faster.
the chest is really backing up now.
Really? What percentage?
Let's check it out.
I don't have an ender pouch.
Oh, 90%.
90? Ooh, that's not good.
Here, check this one. I could back at you.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not in good shape. I'll take care of that in a few minutes. I need more dirt. What's the next topic on the list?
Next topic on the list.
Or do we have something more to say about Minecraft?
No, I don't have anything more to say. Driving, actually. So, for those of you who don't know, which is pretty much all of you, we live in one of the worst driving habits of America. We live in Florida, and we live in a city that is very specific and it has very, very bad drivers. It's actually rated one of the worst places to drive in America. So figure out where we live from that. But
Don't.
dude, driving here, it's such a pain in the ass. Like, there's so many things that go wrong driving here. Nils, I know you feel strongly about this topic, so go ahead
Yeah.
and rant away, my friend, rant away.
Alright. I'll start with what happened today.
Go ahead.
I already have an example from literally today. I'm driving in my neighborhood, and I get you're in the neighborhood, there's not really any cars around you. But still, use your signal, because I was behind you, and it would have been a lot easier for me if you had just signaled. But essentially, this person began their turn, and then they started signaling. It was like literally their wheels turned, they started going, and then they signaled. What use is that to me? By that point, I know you're turning. I know 100% that you're turning when your wheels turn and you start moving in the turning direction. That's enough for me to.
It's enough for me to gather that you're turning.
If you're not going to use it, don't. But if you are going to use it right.
Driving here is just such a pain. Like, people will run you off the road almost. Like, they'll be like, hey,
No.
we know that there's only 2 feet of clearance, but I'm going to cut in front of you right now. Because
I
it's urgent that I
literally-
do it, because I need to turn. Fuck you and whatever you need to do, but I'm going to go right in front of you. And then brake suddenly, because I need to turn into this turning lane. And it's only this long. But I was in the right lane. And you were in the left lane, but I need to take a left turn right now, at this moment. So, wherever you're going, if you had plans, fuck it.
It's funny you say that. I actually literally got run off the road the other day.
Oh my god.
Literally. I was driving in the leftmost lane, and this woman in the lane to the right of me, she was actually just a little bit ahead of me. Like, her rear bumper was like where my front bumper would be in her lane.
Okay.
And she slowly, really slowly, she just started going into my lane. And I'm over here. I'm kind of going a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple miles over how fast she was going. And so I'm like, now her rear tire is lined up with my front tire, and now we're halfway. I'm halfway up her car, and she just starts swooshing to the left, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second. Something's not right here.
I don't have a working car horn right now.
Yeah.
So I can't honk at her, which is my fault. Well, that shouldn't have happened in the first place, but it is my fault. So I can't honk at her. So I just slowly start moving to the left until my left tire's on the paint, and she's still moving. And I'm like, oh, is she still moving? Is she going into my lane? No signal, no indication. She keeps going, and now I'm at the point where I don't want to get hit. To the left of me is a grass median. I guess I'm going in the median.
Oh man.
So literally got ran off the road. My car is halfway off the road, and I'm like braking at the same time, and it's just, oh.
People really don't know how to drive in this city, man.
And she had no idea. She had absolutely no idea it even happened. Like, I ended up getting back on the road and like pulling up to the side of her and like looking at her like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
She didn't even look at me. She had like no awareness at all.
You had no idea that what was going on.
Yeah.
Dude,
No idea.
people really don't know how to drive in this city. And like, I've become one of the people that's just like, oh, if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing. Like, I've started like driving erratically and stuff like that too, just to kind of like, because I mean, in the sense that there's so much shit that goes on the road over here. Like, you just can't. You gotta become one of them so you can overcome the reality of it. Like, I don't know.
Is this that was a Batman quote? I think it is. You either no, it's probably not Batman. I think it's somewhere else first. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah. I've lived long enough to become the villain. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, seriously, like it's hard to drive in this city and to deal with everyone at the same time as trying to like keep yourself safe. It's just it's so hard.
Yeah, it's scary. I absolutely hate driving. Like, it is one of most my least enjoyable things that I have to do.
Yeah, same here. I despise driving, and it's like it's not specifically because of the people that drive. Also, I don't like driving overall. I don't like the act of driving. But if people drove better, I probably would have a little bit better time.
Oh, yeah, driving's scary. Like, I mean, if you think, I figure in the future when we're using like solely electric cars, people are gonna look back at us and be like, "So, you're telling me they had a tank full of a combustible liquid and they were injecting it in front of themselves in this giant metal machine to create a small scale explosion that propelled them forward."
And they still drove like assholes.
There was a constant explosion going on in front of them, a perpetual explosion, and they just.
They just didn't care. Yeah. I don't know, man. People are stupid, man. All right, I'm gonna read this real quick.
Read.
Hey guys, just want to remind everyone that this podcast is sponsored by the 1.710 Path, hosted by the Squid Miners. Come join us on an epic adventure and take over the world with mods such as Thermal Expansion, Witchery, Mechanism, Botania, Ender.io, Big Reactors, Magical Crops, Applied Energistics 2, Bibliocraft, Biomes Plenty, Willcraft, and much more. Come join us today. The IP will be in the
Okie dokie.
But yeah, no, dude, driving is. I hate driving so much.
I just want to put. I want to put out another thing.
Yeah.
I'll put out a safety service announcement. If you want to drive fast, don't drive in the left lane. Okay, here's what you do. If you want to drive fast, actually, if you want to drive at all, never, never drive in the left lane. Left lane is for passing only.
Exactly.
Try to stick to that. Unless there's literally no one else on the road, even then, still stick to it. Stick to the lane next to the leftmost lane.
Which is the right of it.
Yes. Stick to that one. And then when someone's going slow in front of you, swap to the left lane.
No, we're talking about American roads. Because internationally, most of the time, well, from where I'm from, the passing lane is actually the right lane.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So the leftmost lane is, well, that's where I'm from specifically. I don't know how it is everywhere, but where I'm from, we drive on the left side of the road, so our right lane is our passing lane.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, right. That's why. Oh, that's not actually why, but it ended up working.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna pretend that that's why I said the lane next to your leftmost lane, which I guess would still be. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So
You get the idea.
yeah. So like, if you're in America, drive on the right-hand lane. If you're international, drive in the left-hand lane.
No, don't drive in the right. No.
What?
Don't do that. No. That's
the non-passing lanes.
Drive in the middle lanes.
Yeah, there you go. Drive in the middle lanes. If there's a 3-lane road, drive in the middle lane.
Yes. Yes.
If you like driving fast.
No, even then, it's not safe to drive in the right lane. Because if someone decides to turn and doesn't signal,
Yeah, that's true.
they could easily wreck it. But yeah, it's
Just remember that the other lane used for passing. So use that lane for passing. Don't just be like, oh, I want to speed, so I'm going to drive on that lane. Just be like, you know what? This guy's going kind of slow, or this guy's about to turn. Let me pass him by going the other lane.
yeah, it's really efficient, and the best part, this is the serious public safety announcement, like dead serious. Keeping the leftmost lane empty allows emergency vehicles to pass a lot faster.
Exactly. And there can be someone dying in there. And you never know if that person dying, you can know them. You might know them. You never know.
You could be them.
You could be them, exactly. And you would like, if you were in the back of an emergency vehicle, you would like a swift drive somewhere. If you were in the back of an ambulance, you would like a swift drive to the hospital, because that could be life or death at play right there. Those few seconds.
Absolutely, especially if people drive crazy.
Exactly. I've seen people not slow down for ambulances and stuff, or not merge because of them, and it blows my mind that people like have the audacity to do.
That's awful. Yeah, that's wild. It really is unbelievable.
Like, someone could be dying in there, and you can be like, "Oh yeah, my life matters more." Yada yada. Your life doesn't matter more.
It's not even your life. It's your getting to work on time, or you're getting to your uncle's bar mitzvah. That doesn't make sense.
Bar mitzvah.
Or
Cousin's bar mitzvah.
get into your kid's soccer game, or
Remember, no matter where you are and what your situation is, they're probably in a worse situation. So just take a few extra seconds. It's just literally a second. Take that long. Even if you're a second late to work, you can tell your boss, "Hey, there was an ambulance. I had to slow down, or I had to merge over." They'll understand. Don't be that asshole who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in front of it, or I'm gonna not slow down, or turn move aside for an emergency vehicle," because you could be impeding something right there.
Be an asshat.
Don't be an asshole.
Asshat.
Exactly. We just covered asshat's topic.
Don't be an ass. But yeah, so stay out of the leftmost lane, and we'll all have a great time. It was really cool. I was driving to work, downtown, for that internship, and I'm on the highway. The highway, left of the leftmost lane, there's just a big space. You could essentially put a whole nother lane there.
Yeah.
And then I saw an officer turn on his lights, hop into that lane, and zoom down. Just zoom down that fake lane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there you go. Like,
that's all. That's what it's for, but most likely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a shoulder to stop. The shoulder where if you're in an emergency, or if something happens to your car or something, the shoulder where you can stop off at and like be in a safe area where you can get out of your car and see what's wrong with your car. But it's also an emergency lane for government vehicles to pass through.
Yeah, pretty cool. But if we would just stay out of the left lane, we probably wouldn't even need it.
Yeah, but it's America and people don't care.
Yeah.
Especially our city, like people just don't give a shit.
How should this nuclear reactor? What material should we make it out of?
What do you mean?
What material should we make the building out of?
Oh, marble.
Marble? Marble? No.
No? Limestone. Don't do limestone.
Limestone.
Limestone is actually from the chisel mod, and now I want to.
That's
Ugh,
even.
they all look ugly. Never mind.
Oh, I actually really love I love the limestone for like ruins.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've done really beautiful ruins with it.
I don't like it.
But
Cobblestone.
that's
The cobblestone.
fun.
You can agree. The cobblestone chisels are not that bad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like those stone bricks, they look good.
How about white stone? What's it called?
Quarried stone.
White stone, yeah.
Yeah, that works too. But it just could look kind of flat.
I mean, I'll use other things to detail it, but that'll be one of the materials.
Alright, so the last thing on the list. Big money, big woman, big fun.
I'm not doing that one tonight.
There's also woman and men. So, life events. Nils, what's been going on in your life?
I don't want to talk about it.
All I've been doing, graphic design, and Minecraft server hosting.
Yeah.
That's really all I've been doing. Hosting the server. Well, not really. I'm not hosting anymore, but like running the server, like doing all the plugins for it, all that. It's the work, man. It takes some time, and I'm really proud of where I've gotten to so far with all the plugins. I've really come far. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, this server really did come together just so well. Everything's it all functions, it all fits, it doesn't lag. Like, we really could not have done this better.
Yeah.
Oh no, the wood chest is full.
Oh no. I just put a bunch of.
Yeah, I can throw out some of this stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna read this before we wrap it up. About to wrap now.
Okay.
Hey guys, just wanted to remind everyone this podcast is sponsored by the 1.7 10 pack hosted by the Squid Miners. Come join us in an epic adventure to take over the world. With mods such as Thermal Expansion, Witchery, Mechanism, Botania, Ender.io, Big Reactors, Magical Crops, Applied Logistics 2, Bibliocraft, Bios of Plenty, Buildcraft, and much more. Come join us today. IP will be in the description. Also, the download link will be in the description.
Yes. Gosh.
So that's actually the server that we're playing on right now, and we talk about it every so often, and you can see it on the screen. We've built this server from ground up. We've built the spawn completely, it's all completely custom. We've done everything ourselves, so you don't have to worry about any pre-made spawns or anything like that. It's all 100% custom. Me flying around right now. There's custom admin shops, everything like that. So
You can make your own shops.
you can also make your own shops like out here. You can rent a shop for a certain amount of money, and the price changes depending on what floor you're on, which is pretty cool. And then we have the admin shops up here. So if you want to join us today, you'll see all the fun that could be had.
So much fun.
So much. We're constantly on the owners, so
We're not constantly on, but we are on a lot.
we're on a lot. So we're trying our best.
Pretty much every day we're on something.
This is our only admin, Dr. Witty. Yeah, he oversees most of the going ons in the server. He's also the head of Milk and Dairy.
He takes it very seriously.
He takes the job extremely seriously.
I mean, he was ready to beat the shit out of me the other day because I spilled a bucket of milk. I've never seen someone so angry.
Yeah, he makes sure that the server is kept up well. I once brought him some cheese as a thank you gift. I'm not because it wasn't his preferred brand of cheese. I think I lost some respect points.
Gosh darn, Dr. Woody. You animal. Okay.
Alright, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for joining us today for this podcast. See you next time. Goodbye. I love you.
Thanks. I'll see you.